Ow. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Amber and I'm really excited to be doing this video because I used to make YouTube videos all the time and it was something that I kind of just stopped doing. The passion for what I was doing kind of just subsided and I didn't really get much of a thrill out of it anymore. And I'm really out of breath. Also slightly nervous. Yeah. So my name is Amber, I'm 21 years old, and basically the reason I'm doing this video is because I am pregnant. Really early on I knew I wanted to start making almost like a little video diary of my pregnancy because I know that I would just end up not doing it, having my baby and really regretting it in the end, that I have nothing to look back on. I also feel like I look very orange on camera right now. I think I kind of went OTT on the bronzer, not really sure. But I'm sat in front of a window, so I kind of feel like it makes it look worse. I'm gonna like try and sort this out. Okay, honestly don't think that that's done anything at all, but whatever. You're gonna just have to deal with the orangeness. I had a handful of videos I wanted to make. The first video I decided it's going to be about my experience so far. This is my first baby. It was planned and we were trying for about 6 months, so it happened very, very quickly. So I'm going to talk about the symptoms I've had, what it's been like, and kind of where I am at now. This will be quite interesting as well because I apparently can't talk like a normal human being anymore. I forget words. I was trying to say to my partner the other day that it sounds like it's raining outside. Instead, I said, it smells like it's raining outside. Don't know why, but that just happened and I couldn't, for the life of me, remember the word sound. I just didn't know what that word was anymore. And it's happened so many times and I'm just sat there like, what is this word? And I'm trying to explain what the word is and nobody knows what the fuck I'm on about. So it's great fun. I am 19 weeks and, bear with, a day. 19 weeks and a day. Baby is currently as big as a large mango, which is crazy to me. It seems like yesterday that it was saying it was like the size of a poppy seed and time has just flown by. I think from like, I found out I was pregnant when I was 3.5 weeks pregnant. And from then until 8 weeks, it dragged so much because 8 weeks was my first appointment with my midwife, my first checkup. That absolutely dragged. And then it dragged from 8 weeks to 12 weeks because the 12 week is our first scan. So waiting for that just seemed like forever. And then got to 12 weeks and then since then, time just seems to be passing me by. And we're now nearly 20 weeks and nearly halfway, which is crazy. So I've written a little list of all of the symptoms I've been experiencing from 3.5 weeks up until now. So the first on my list is being very, very nauseous. I didn't have this straight away and it definitely wasn't the reason I took a test. I kind of began getting nauseous around 5-6 weeks. And I remember this because I had only been at my new job for about 2 weeks and I started panicking because I was getting sick, so I didn't think I was going to get ill or sick so soon, which was really naive to think, but it was kind of just bad timing and I'd already started this job and I began feeling really, really sick really soon. And I didn't want my boss thinking that I was pulling sickies or trying to get days off work because I had only been there 2 weeks. I didn't want them getting a bad reputation of me, and so I told my manager really soon. She was kind of one of the first people to find out, because I really just didn't want her thinking that I was trying to like get out of work or whatever. And I never threw up. I never was actually sick. It was just kind of a case of I felt like I was on a boat and I was really, really like wavy and seasick, and I'd just kind of get waves of it, like as if I was gonna be sick, but I never was. And that is up until a day ago. So yesterday, I've not felt nauseous since I was probably about 10 weeks now. And yesterday, again, I was at work, I was sat down for about an hour, I wasn't doing anything, and out of nowhere, I'm just getting waves of sickness and my stomach is just rolling. And I'm like, this kind of feels different to what I have felt before. It felt a lot more full on and not nice. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to the toilet. Went to the toilet, it was fine. I was coming back to the toilet, and as I was walking back, all my ears just started ringing. I went really, really, really hot. I went really faint and dizzy, and I was like, I'm gonna be sick. Went to the toilet, nearly missed the toilet, and I threw up. And I was kind of a bit worried, because I was like, all of my apps are saying to me that sickness, if you've been experiencing it, should be subsiding. So I kind of, and nausea should be subsiding. So that was really, really strange that that happened. Again, this morning I had another like wave of sickness, but I wasn't sick, so that was just really strange. But I'm hoping that that is a one-off, and that doesn't happen again. If anybody, currently sat in front of my window, which is on a pavement and a main road, and so many people are walking past and looking at me like I'm crazy. If any of you pregnant ladies have experienced this, where it's been like later on, let me know. I'm a bit like, because it's not a sickness bug, because I don't feel sick in between. I'm completely fine and I'm up and doing things and it's fine. The second thing I have on here is tiredness. Tiredness, not so much anymore, which is amazing, because I remember for the first like 11, 12 weeks, I could not keep my eyes open. I was sleeping so much. I was sleeping like 10 hours a night plus like 10 to 12 hours a night, including naps in the day. And I say naps, it was actually like 4-hour naps. 12 weeks, after 12 weeks, I remember after my first scan, things got a bit better from there. And I was able to sort of do full work days. I was able to get up, put my makeup on. I think for the first like 10 weeks of pregnancy, I never touched my makeup. I didn't do anything with my hair, which leads me on to my next point, is this greasy hair situation. I don't know if you can tell on camera, and it probably looks probably relatively okay. The reason it's chucked back like this and looks just is because it's so freaking greasy. This was not a thing probably, it was like after my 12-week scan. I was washing my hair, shampoo and conditioner like I usually do, and I was coming out, I was drying my hair, and it would be like greasier than it was before I went in. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe I just didn't wash the conditioner out, maybe I didn't wash the shampoo out. And so I'd get back in the shower and I'd do it all again, and I'd make sure it was all out, and it'd be the same again. It's like even greasier than it was like before I got in there. Oh, I put a lot of sugar in that. Ugh. So I then looked this up, and I can't remember the name of it, but there's an oil that is naturally produced on your scalp that just keeps it nice and healthy and moisturised. But when you're pregnant, because of all the crazy hormones, produces excess of this oil, which is, it doesn't happen with every lady, but apparently me. And I'm making up for all of the ladies that haven't had it, because the next point I have, or next symptom I have, is the forgetfulness and the baby brain, which I feel like we've kind of already touched on. But yeah, I'll just be like talking to people and just words, normal words that you would use in day-to-day conversation, I forget. And I just stop my point, I stop talking, and I just sit there, and then I just kind of forget what I was saying altogether, and then I just don't talk anymore, and probably just better if I don't talk. I might do like a whole video on like my little moments that I've had of baby brain, because I'd be here forever otherwise talking about everything that's happened. So the next symptom I have is round ligament pain. I have only been experiencing this now for probably the last 4 weeks, but especially when I am stood up and when I'm walking around, just all around the bottom of my belly is super uncomfortable. I wouldn't say it's painful, it's just, I really don't know how to explain it. It honestly, it is as if everything is just stretching and being pulled, and it's just super uncomfortable. And also when I sit down, like when I go to sit down, it just kind of twinges and aches. So that's fun. I kind of mainly notice it when I'm working. I'm a waitress, so I am on my feet a lot. My managers are really great, and they have a little like stool for me so I can sit down whenever I want. But still, having to be on your feet that much is super strenuous. And also whenever I try to get up, whenever I try to get out of bed, I no longer can. You're not supposed to anyway. I got told off by my midwife for this. I was about to say like midwife. I used to pull myself up like using my abs, and she like told me off for doing that and said I had to roll on my side like to get myself up. But even doing that, even trying to roll over onto my side now, I'm like a beached whale. And whenever I'm on the sofa, I have to get like my boyfriend's hand and like cup it, and he has to like pull me up. It's great fun. The next one is hilarious. I think it's so funny. And I'm having a great time with it, and that is that my belly is ridiculously hairy. Holy crap. I am honestly Chewbacca. Like, I don't know where it came from. I think I kind of had a hairy belly anyway. Kind of just learnt to embrace that. But the frickin', not the second I got pregnant, but I would say probably about like 13 weeks. Yeah, like 12, 13 weeks. I was on the sofa after I got back from work, had my belly up, was letting it all hang out, and I looked down and I'm thinking, where the heck has all this hair come from, and why? I didn't know that this was a thing. No pregnant woman I've ever seen has had a berry this helly, that's what I was about to say. A belly this hairy. Never in my life. And nobody told me this was a thing. Looked it up again, it's the hormones, and I think it's something about like only a certain percentage of body hair stays on the skin and the rest of it sheds, but when you're pregnant, the hormones mean more of it stays on the surface and less of it sheds, and reason for the hairy belly. But I'm kind of enjoying it. Like, I keep sending pictures of my belly to my sister, and she just thinks it's the most like hilarious thing in the world. So it's fun. The next thing I have are like the aches and twinges, and I've also been getting like twinges down the back of my thighs. And I kind of am guessing that's just to do with everything that's moving inside. And it's connected to just everything, I don't know. Occasionally it's almost like a cramp, but like a really mild cramp, and a twinge that goes down the back of my thigh. It kind of just makes me do this for a second. The other thing has been cramps. I had heard people talk about cramps in the legs, but I didn't think it would be a thing this early on. Kind of thought it would be as I got a bit bigger, sort of like in the 30th week or something, like 30th week. But I've been waking up in the night and I can feel my leg is about to like cramp really badly. Like, luckily I move it in time, but I know there's going to be a night where I wake up and it is cramped, and there is nothing I can do about it. But it hurts. Oh my god, it hurts. So I'm really looking forward to that. The next one is a little bit TMI, but what pregnancy video isn't TMI? Pelvic pains. So it was before I was 16 weeks, because I remember when I had my 16-week midwife appointment, I was complaining about this, and she explained to me what it was. I was having like throbbing pains, but a really particular throbbing pain, like not all over, just in a particular spot in my vagina. And I was like, this is freaking uncomfortable. I would be like driving and it would just be, it wasn't nice. And it's kind of like down here, really, really low on my belly as well. And she explained to me that it was your pelvic floor, and obviously when you're pregnant it all softens and is doing stuff. And she said you need to start doing your pelvic floor exercises. And ever since then I have I've been experiencing it on a daily basis, but it is getting better. The more that I'm doing my exercises, the more it's subsiding, which is good. Exercises are so freaking weird and it just feels weird and I don't like it, but I know I've got to do it, otherwise I'm gonna pee my pants. Okay, the next one, I've got 2 more points and then that's done. I feel like this video is super long. The next point I keep saying point. Next symptom that I have had is headaches. Again, this was more earlier on in the pregnancy. I don't have these as much now, but really, really early on in the pregnancy, I had super, super bad headaches, almost to the point of like migraine headaches where I could not even be in a light room. I initially put this down to the fact that I'd altogether stopped drinking coffee and anything caffeine related. I was drinking decaf tea. I didn't really touch decaf coffee anyway, and I had gone from like having like 5 coffees a day to nothing. And so initially I put it down to the like caffeine withdrawal. I know you get headaches when you stop drinking coffee or having caffeine or whatever. But then after a couple of weeks it still like wouldn't go away, and then my little app updated me and it said, getting headaches, this is why. And I was like, great, more pregnant stuff. But luckily they have gone. Every now and again I do get a really, really bad headache. And the last symptom is the peeing. I didn't know, I learned this the other day, that the reason you pee a lot in like early pregnancy, so where I am at the moment, isn't because that the baby is like on your bladder, which I initially thought was the reason. It's because there is more blood pumping around your body to get to your baby and stuff, and the more blood that pumps around the body, the more that it needs to make you pee, apparently. But fun fact, didn't know that. And it's not until later on in the pregnancy that it is the baby that is making you need to pee more, because they're pushing on your bladder and there's not enough room. Yeah, so that's kind of all the symptoms that I've had. Also a little bit of dizziness, like a little bit of faintness. Like just now I like went all and dizzy and weird. And that kind of happens occasionally, but it's not awful, and I've not ever fainted or anything like that, so that's good. I'm really hoping this doesn't stop again. I've got no more stuff to delete. I don't know why it's stopping. Yes, so that is my 3 to 19 week update, if you like. I probably do hopefully like a fortnightly update depending on what I'm experiencing or what I'm going through. If any of you have any suggestions for any pregnancy related videos or non-pregnancy related videos, put them down below and I'll do my best to give those a go. I thought I would show you on my belly, as that's what I always look forward to seeing in people's videos. Don't know. So this is baby, 19 weeks. I'm gonna kind of sit on the bed plus. So this is a 19-week belly. And I'll show you, I'll show you without my, I'm next to my window, so this is kind of awkward. It doesn't look like a very pregnant belly with my top up. I have a really like prominent stomach. All this is really out. So this isn't actually bumped, this is just bumped down here at the moment. Yeah, this is baby. Okay, that requires so much effort. Oh, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for being here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please hit the subscribe button wherever it is. Here, wherever it is. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!